we know it. I'm sure you've seen this graph of the stock market. Unfortunately, this is only the beginning of what's to come. And unfortunately, the COVID-19 virus is just getting started too. What are smart investors doing right now to minimize the damage and save their portfolios? US stocks are in a true mania right now, and they have only just begun to unwind. This is 1929, but with the pandemic added on. The coming depression will make the 1930s look like a Ferrari driving, cash throwing, champagne guzzling rap video in comparison. The fact is, the market isn't coming back anytime soon, and the virus isn't slowing down. We haven't begun to feel the true sting of the catastrophe that is unfolding before our eyes. Borders are closed, events are cancelled, tourism is dead, and small businesses are collapsing like dominoes. This is the end of America as we know it. Most of us will go bankrupt. Grown families will be forced to move back in with their parents. The vast majority of the older Americans will be forced into hot dogs for dinner lifestyle against their will. But small minority of smart investors who make fast, intelligent choices will get filthy rich because they can see around the corner. The people who run this country saw around the corner. They saw this virus pandemic from a mile away. On October 18th, Bill Gates, along with the World Economic Forum, ran a high-level pandemic simulation at Johns Hopkins University in Baltimore to see how prepared we are as a country based on our current capabilities. They simulated, get this, a coronavirus. They called it Event 201. And the result? Despite their best efforts, they couldn't prevent the hypothetical coronavirus from killing 65 million people. This was less than 60 days before the first case of COVID-19 was reported in China. Coincidence? Very unlikely. And did you know that 219 prominent CEOs stepped down from their companies just this year alone, and it's only March? From Microsoft, to Disney, to Hulu, to Victoria's Secret, Harley-Davidson, IBM, T-Mobile, and MasterCard, and hundreds more have all stepped down in a mass exodus from their corporations. They know what's going on. None of this is an accident. The coronavirus panic might be the initial trigger for this economic meltdown, but the roots of this coming crisis go far deeper. Things will get better, but not before it gets much worse. America's neck has just been sliced wide open, and the blood won't stop running until it's all drained out of our wallets. Unless you shift around your resources and diversify. I recommend you put a little bit of your money into commodities. Buy some gold and silver. You also need to be diversifying a small portion of your savings into alternative investments. Investments which have a high chance of not only saving your portfolio from being completely robbed, but getting legitimately wealthy at a time when everyone you know may be losing everything. You don't have to lose it all again. You can be the hero of your family. But you must take bold action now, and this is a matter of life or death. Because during any type of crisis, there are always people who know the right moves to make to survive. One of those moves is digital currencies. The price of Bitcoin is currently remaining stable, even as stocks continue to fall. Banks, billionaires, governments, and public companies have been jumping into cryptocurrency headfirst. They want the ordinary investor to miss out so they can make all the money by being there early. If you can get in now, this is your chance to save your life savings and not end up in the drain. Hello, and thank you for watching. My name is Iman Shafi. This might be the most valuable video you've ever seen, but you're running out of time. Things aren't safe anymore. We're losing control. I'm gonna ask you to watch every single minute of this presentation because I'm gonna show you how to make profitable investments in cryptocurrency right now when the market is taking a crap. There is always money to be made in any market. You already know that money doesn't just disappear, it changes where it goes. Let me show you where some of it is going right now so you can take some for yourself. If you knew where to look and which coins to pick, you would have also seen returns like these. $50 into $15,314 in 4 months. $200 into $114,272 in 2 months. $500 into $333,430 in 5 months. $1,000 into $60,807 in 8 months. $2,000 into $46,792 in 12 months. If these returns seem impossible, I agree. That's exactly what I thought when I saw them too. But then I discovered something called a reserve split. And on May 20th, a reserve split will happen inside the cryptocurrency market. And some analysts are predicting returns of 12,100% gains on the conservative side. Now, what the heck is a reserve split? If I could stop every person I meet on the street and tell them about this opportunity, I would. Now, obviously, I can't do that, but what I can do is make sure that you know. I'll tell you in a second, but first, I need to reveal who's keeping this information from you, because they don't want you to retire. The greedy government, seedy Wall Street, crying liberals, all want to bleed you dry. Taxes and inflation absolutely murder our purchasing power, while next to zero interest rates are preventing you from making decent returns on your investments. They're all crooks. You can see them laughing at us from the inside of their clubhouse doors. It's a disgrace how hard-working people are being treated and cheated out of their wealth. I read an article online that said most men over 50 end up having to financially help out both their aging parents and their children. I know my parents were afraid. They only managed to save up something like $100,000, but that doesn't last long in today's world, and they were afraid of running out. But thanks to what I'm about to share with you, they never have to worry about money again. The facts I'm about to tell you are publicly available, and you can independently validate every single claim I make. I'm tired of all the lies. I went out to find the truth for myself. And when I looked at all the facts and connected all the dots, the truth smacked me square in the face. Cryptocurrency is the biggest opportunity to get rich in our lifetime. Now, if that sounds completely crazy, I understand. Not long ago, I would have choked myself to death with my own bare hands for saying such a foolish thing. I was always told not to trust cryptocurrency, that it wasn't a real asset class, that it was just some funny money artificial fad, that it was speculative at best and had no place in a wise man's portfolio. How did I come to this conclusion? It all started when I made my first million at 19 years old. One night, I was up late at the office working on one of my businesses that I've since sold. I was browsing through Google, catching up on the news, when I saw it there at the bottom of the page. I couldn't believe my eyes. Why would the richest man in the world even think of doing this? What the hell did I just read? Why Amazon is buying up all of those cryptocurrency URLs and websites. The article went on to say Amazon recently purchased these domains: AmazonCryptocurrency.com, AmazonCryptocurrencies.com, and AmazonBitcoin.com. It weirded me out because Amazon Pay Vice President Patrick Gauthier made it crystal clear that Amazon doesn't want to enter speculative areas. Now, this seemed a little fishy, so I did some more research. I found out Amazon launched its own blockchain service. And blockchain, if you don't know, is the foundational framework of cryptocurrency. I found out they also developed Amazon QLDB, which is used to develop blockchain stuff. If that wasn't enough, I also found out Amazon entered into strategic partnerships with giant blockchain businesses. I also discovered they obtained a patent for developing cryptocurrency frameworks. This pissed me off. Why would they say one thing and do another? And if the richest man on earth running a company that's responsible for 50% of all internet retail sales is gearing up for cryptocurrency, then who else is too? Little did I know where that question would take me. What I'm about to tell you might make you mad, but it will only be temporary when you realize the giant fortune you're about to make from knowing this information. Are you ready? Then buckle up, my friend, because it's going to be a wild ride. Let's start with Jamie Dimon, the billionaire chairman and CEO of JP Morgan. This liar publicly bashed crypto as a fraud and people who bought them as stupid. He said that he'll fire any traders who buy Bitcoin. Yet at the same time, he was helping his own clients trade Bitcoin. Just 2 years later, JP Morgan launched its own cryptocurrency. So the largest bank in the United States launched its own digital currency while simultaneously telling you and I that it's garbage. Then we got Mr. Warren Buffett. He called Bitcoin rat poison. But Berkshire Hathaway is Bank of America's largest shareholder. Bank of America holds 82 cryptocurrency patents, more than any other company on earth. Bank of America is the second largest bank in the US and is also set to use the cryptocurrency called Ripple for interbank transfers because they're cheaper, quicker, and more effective. Citigroup is the third largest bank in the US, and they banned people like you and I from using our credit cards to purchase cryptocurrencies. However, Citigroup will now offer crypto custody solutions only to its institutional, big money, smart money clients. Are you seeing a pattern here? Warren Bitcoin is rat poison Buffett also owns 10% of Wells Fargo. Wells Fargo banned transactions involving cryptocurrencies. However, Wells Fargo will also release its own cryptocurrency this year. Wells Fargo is the fourth largest bank in the US. Goldman Sachs CEO David Solomon stated the bank is seriously investigating cryptocurrencies and may even launch its own in the near future. Morgan Stanley released a report in 2018 stating that cryptocurrencies are now an institutional asset class. It's all happening right under your nose. Everyone is saying that cryptocurrency is worthless while secretly setting themselves up to profit from the dummies who get in late. They don't want the average American to profit. They've always been in the business of stealing wealth. So when I discovered the richest man in the world and the 6 largest banks were all in on it, I knew I had to get to the bottom of this. And that's exactly what I did. But not before I found out that not only were the banks were all in on cryptocurrency, but governments are too. This is big news. On November 29th, 2019, Germany passed a law allowing German banks to create crypto products, offer crypto trading, and store crypto for their clients. 2 weeks after Germany passed the law, Dutch bank ING, with $1 trillion in assets, stated that they will allow their clients to store their crypto with the bank. Japan, South Korea, Malaysia, and Singapore have released guidelines on digital assets. China has also announced it will launch a central bank digital currency, possibly backed by gold. The Bank of International Settlements, the central bank to central banks, recently surveyed 66 central banks, and 80% of them are working on a central bank digital currency. If that isn't enough, my research took me to public corporations and their backdoor entry into the market. Every single one of the world's 10 largest public companies is exploring cryptocurrency technology. Walmart is launching a stablecoin. Facebook is launching Libra. Apple, Microsoft, American Express, Samsung, Oracle, Disney, Intel, Google, Mitsubishi, IBM, MetLife, Prudential, Dell, Ford, Goldman Sachs, Siemens, Morgan Stanley, Nestle, Pfizer, Anheuser-Busch, Mercedes-Benz, Toyota, Berkshire Hathaway are all adopting crypto technology. And Bank of New York, Deutsche Bank, UBS, Credit Suisse Corp, ING, Santander, Barclays, HSBC Holdings are working on a crypto project together. As if all this wasn't shocking enough, the institutional money gearing up to pour into cryptocurrency truly says it all. The company that owns the New York Stock Exchange, as well as another 27 exchanges around the world, have launched the Bakkt exchange, providing crypto access to institutional players. Bakkt launched the first ever regulated Bitcoin options contract in December. Nasdaq is considering launching its own crypto futures product, and the Chicago Mercantile Exchange plans to launch Bitcoin options this year. Now, what the hell is going on? People are getting very rich. That's what's going on. Does that seem fair to you? Me neither. Which is why I decided to do something about it. They're changing the entire money system behind your back. And most investors will miss out on the biggest and only chance we have left in our lifetime to be financially free. Now, you may have tried investing in cryptocurrency before. You may have lost money in many different markets, like the stock market or the real estate market. My family lost a lot of money in the 2008 crash. And the truth is, most investors lose their money. But it's not your fault. How is it your fault when the news, Wall Street, the government, banks, and companies lie to you about where to put your money and when? It's not your fault that you've been lied to. How can you make the right decisions if they are always 2 steps ahead while pretending not to be? The biased media, the disgusting Democrats, the illegal mafia we call banks and Wall Street, the public companies that pretend to give a crap about you, they all lie. The truth is, we fail at investing because the news, Wall Street, companies, governments, and banks all coordinate and lie to us, so we are always late to the party. They make their money by being early into markets. I'm giving you a chance to get in early for once, to get ahead of everyone else. I want you to mark this date in your calendar right now, May 20th, 2020. Because this single event is about to catapult cryptocurrencies into the stratosphere again. The reserve split will see price increases of biblical proportions. What is a reserve split? A reserve split is something that happens to Bitcoin every 4 years. In fact, it happened 4 years ago. In 2016, Bitcoin did a reserve split and the price went from $630 to $5,013 in under 10 months. A reserve split is a command built into the Bitcoin that cuts the supply of new Bitcoins in half. Some people call this the halving event. Why does this happen? As you know, fiat currency is extremely inflationary in nature. The Federal Reserve controls the US dollar. Anytime they want to bail out the big banks, increase inflation, or stimulate the economy, they just want to turn on the printing press. It's unethical, and it's how they've been stealing our wealth for hundreds of years. And this is exactly why the creators of Bitcoin capped its supply at 21 million coins, to make sure that nobody can artificially inflate it into oblivion like the dollar. This keeps the demand higher than the supply, so the price keeps rising. If you bought $1,000 worth of Bitcoins in 2010, your stash would be worth over $204 million today. They say that Bitcoin is a fad, but it's gone up by over 80,000% over the last decade. Bitcoin used to trade at 8 cents, now it's selling at $10,190. The thing is, the fast money in Bitcoin has already been made. But I still urge you to throw a little money into Bitcoin before May 20th. Because when Bitcoin does a reserve split for the third time, you could see 121 to 1 return on your money or more. But Bitcoin is expensive and it's hard to make fast gains compared to the growth of the smaller cryptocurrency coins. There are more than 2,000 cryptocurrencies, and if you can pick the right ones, the sky's the limit. 2.5 weeks ago, I bought a coin at 43 cents, and it's already up by 1,412%. Many cryptocurrencies are trading for pocket change and are exploding in value, like how we turned $500 into $3,500 in 2 weeks. And all the stats and graphs that I'm about to share with you are from the first quarter of 2020, before the reserve split even happens. So these are gains and trades that we've done this year in 2020. Over here, another example. A cryptocurrency coin went from $1.78 and increased to $4.40 in 36 days. But we also took $400 and we increased that to $1,300 in 14 days. Again, all by trading inside the 2020 market of cryptocurrency. Here's another example. We got a 40% gain in under 20 days from trading a specific cryptocurrency coin. And another example, 100% ROI in 2 months, from the end of 2019 to the beginning of 2020. There are a lot of cryptocurrency coins that are exploding every single month. But there's so many cryptocurrencies out there that many of the coins are useless and don't make money. I call these Democrat coins. At least a Democrat will tell you they're a Democrat. It's really damn hard to know which crypto coins are going to explode. Yet when they do, it's a beautiful thing. And here's the best part. As amazing as these returns are, they'll be a drop in the bucket a year from now. Remember all the institutional money flooding in? Amazon, Walmart, governments, banks, all pouring in right now? Add to that Bitcoin's third reserve split on May 20th that has historically created a 300-foot tall tsunami wave of cryptocurrency price increases. As you can see, the first halving event just went up by 11,645%. The second halving event went up by 7,382%. And the third halving event that's happening on May 20th is estimated by analysts to go up by 12,100%. And that not only are thousands of smaller cryptocurrencies called altcoins are exploding in price on their own, but now they'll explode even higher because a rising tide lifts all boats. Now the secret way to make more money from the reserve split. Altcoins are about to mint another generation of millionaires in short order. I believe this will be one of the biggest, fastest wealth creation events in modern history. These kinds of events are rarely known in advance, which is what makes this one for Bitcoin so unique. Most investors don't even know about the reserve split happening and its track record for massive gains. And even fewer people know that a whole separate class of cryptocurrencies known as altcoins created a lot more wealth. After Bitcoin's first halving event, an altcoin called Litecoin soared more than 7,000%. After Bitcoin's second halving, an altcoin called Verge shot up by 1,362,400%. That would have turned $5,000 into $68 million in just 12 months. I think you can see why I have May 20th circled on my calendar, and why this is setting up to be another one of the fastest wealth creation events in modern history. I know cryptocurrencies are still fairly new and therefore a little scary. I know prices can be volatile, but that's fine as long as the trend line is higher. In this case, it's much, much higher. Instead of trying to think of cryptocurrencies in some technical, complex way, think of them as a really valuable computer program. And that's exactly what they are. When you change your perspective on altcoins, you realize they are not just some fantasy internet money. They are early stage investments in new systems that make our lives easier, more productive, and more efficient. Altcoins can be analyzed much like a stock can. That's partly how I'm able to do so well in cryptocurrency market and teach it to you. Like how I invested $500 and I turned that into 116,500 in under 12 months. And that's by investing in a single altcoin, getting into the right case, right coin, and just waiting 12 months. Like this particular altcoin got a 23,396% gain in under 12 months. Or what about this coin over here? 1,240% gain in just 6 short months. I turned $500 into $6,200 in under 6 months. These are the types of gains that you missed out on because no one else told you that this was even going on. $1,000 into $70,000 in just 3 months. That's a 7,000% gain in under 3 months, and that was the altcoin called Litecoin. That's just one particular altcoin that's out there. Ethereum returned $1,000 into $150,420 in under 11 months. That's over a 15,000% gain. This happened in the last reserve split. I wrote about Verge, $5,000 into $68 million. That's over a 1,362,400% gain in just 12 months. Now these numbers look crazy. You can't get these type of gains inside the stock market or the gold market or commodities or anything like that. This is because it's a new emerging market. We got institutional money coming in. And on top of that, on May 20th, we have the reserve split happening. $5,000 into $68 million. Now all the pieces are coming in together perfectly. We have a perfect storm of biblical proportions colliding together. And the time to move is now. Even just one more day on the sidelines can mean the difference between retiring and retiring filthy rich. So what do you want to do? You must start investing in cryptocurrency today. You don't need to invest a lot. In fact, I think it would be foolish to bet your life savings on digital currencies. Start with a couple $100, make it back, then play with the house's money. This doesn't have to be risky. It's easy. All you have to do is take a small position early and sit tight. This is exactly how we took 140% gains in 3 months by just getting into a cryptocurrency coin early, sitting tight for 3 months, and banking on 140% profit. Or how we took $1,000, we sat in early, we got it at the right time, and sold it for $2,450 in under 4 months. Here's another example. 90% gains in under 42 days. But you gotta move now. The first question you probably have is, can I really do this? Yes, my 7-year-old niece invests in cryptocurrency. I know it seems confusing and complicated, but I promise you, it's easy. We will even hold your hand every step of the way, showing you how to get set up quickly and safely. Not only will I help you get started, I'll also tell you which coins I'm personally investing in. I've been investing most of my adult life. By 19 years old, I had already built and sold a company for over $1 million, and I've made nearly another $1 million investing in cryptocurrency. You see, after I studied at the prestigious MIT college, I became obsessed in looking for the coins that pop. I read endless books, invested thousands of dollars, traveled the globe more times than I can count, and even met the founders of many crypto coins, all in my pursuit to find the diamonds among the coal. And trust me, there's a lot of coal out there. 95% of all coins are worthless and will fall to zero. Do not blindly buy cryptocurrency. Always take advice from a competent researcher who knows what they are doing. I began analyzing every coin I could find with fundamental analysis, but that wasn't enough to accurately predict price movements. So, I tried performing technical analysis. Now that got me a little closer, and then one day I finally cracked the code. I started combining fundamental analysis with technical analysis to see if I could find patterns. And boy did I find them. I was funneling $10,000 per month into Bitcoin when it was priced around $600 per coin. I was buying 15 Bitcoins per month. I cashed out 50 Bitcoins to USD when it hit $17,000 for an $850,000 payday. But it gets even better. In 2018, the cryptocurrency market took a dive like all markets do. But you'll never guess what happened next. Because of the mathematical framework I created for analyzing coin patterns, I was making money even when the market was bad. In fact, I was doing so well I began telling my friends and family what to do, and they were making money too. I opened a crypto education academy after the market crashed. I was one of the only people able to get my students results in a down market. Like Peter over here. I had a video interview with him and he told me he made a 458% profit in 2 months while the market was down. Steve, he turned $5,000 into $17,534 while the market was crashing back in 2018 and 2019. And even Rebecca, even a mother with 2 babies, was able to profit over 589% from a single trade. Sean, he turned $200 into $4,367 in 20 days. And Sanjay, which tripled his portfolio in under 5 months. You see, it doesn't matter what the market is doing. My coin picking system makes money. I wrote a book on cryptocurrencies called The Intelligent Bitcoin Investor. You may have seen me featured on Yahoo News, Fox, Reuters, and MarketWatch. I've also personally managed the crypto portfolios of over 300 high net worth individuals. But I started to hate it. I was sick of making the rich richer, while people like my parents didn't have access to inside information like the wealthy do. There's never been anything like cryptocurrency for collecting a fortune in retirement income. And I believe crypto will be the biggest investment story of the next decade. So to help you take maximum advantage of this unique situation, I created an entirely new, totally unique research service dedicated 100% to the special opportunity in cryptocurrency. It's called the Keystone Investors Club. A tiny investment in the right cryptocurrencies right now could change your life and your family's fortune in the next decade. That's what I want for you. So, to help you get started building your own retirement fortune, my head researcher and I are going to give you the best and most profit likely crypto picks every single month. Unlike other lazy services and clubs who only give you picks every quarter, we want you to make money now and having the most up-to-date information. Billionaire and corporate insiders are investing millions of dollars of their own money in preparation for making billions more. And you can invest right alongside them thanks to my system of researchers and prediction, which is why I want to invite you to join me on a special journey. Right now, a small $100 stake in cryptocurrency could hand you enough income in the next few years to retire rich and live life on your own terms. If that doesn't excite you, or if you can't risk $100 in a few different cryptocurrencies to potentially collect $21,666, $23,798, $49,520, and $85,487, then this opportunity probably isn't suited for you. But if you miss out on every other big boom in the last 30 years, or you need to boost your current retirement savings, or you just want the peace of mind that comes from having a strong growing portfolio, then you need to join the Keystone Investors Club today. You'll have my personal help along with my entire team every step of the way. And right now, charter membership to the club is a serious bargain. I even include a series of step-by-step videos for you to follow. Taking a position on the best crypto picks comes down to about 5 to 10 minutes of your time. It's not complicated and anyone can do it. But of course, not everyone will do it, which means your willingness to go after something that 99.99% of investors don't even know about yet could make you financially free in just the next few years. But you need to take the first step today. What do you get when you become a member of the Keystone Investors Club? Well, every 30 days, I send a research report to all my members. Nobody on the outside can see or buy this without being a member. The report is called Silver Platter Crypto Picks. Every month, my researchers and I meticulously detail the best new opportunities we've discovered, along with easy-to-follow instructions about how to set everything up and get started. It's fast, it's easy, and it only takes about 15 minutes. I don't want to teach you how to fish. We have no time for that. I will just give you the fish. My staff and I spend a combined 100 plus hours every single week researching the best coins and picks so you don't have to. And every 30 days, we present you the best picks on a silver platter. Each month, I will also update you on what's happening in the cryptocurrency market. It only takes about 15 to 30 minutes of your time each month. That's it. Being a trusted authority on a new asset class doesn't happen by accident. And my members' trust is a responsibility I take seriously. My team and I have traveled hundreds of thousands of miles in the last 4 years, researching, meeting with developers, talking to billionaire tech insiders, just to collect the information you need to cement your retirement. All you need to do is get in now and sit tight, because the cryptocurrency market is set to explode in value over the next year. When you become a member of the Keystone Investors Club, you get one thing nobody else wants to give you, and that is support and guidance. We will personally help you get set up and going. This is important because other services may have talented advisors who can show you how to make the right bets, but they are nowhere to be found when you need help. You'll have a chance to talk with us every week with our weekly coaching calls. We're here for you, and we take our work seriously. All I want to do is lend you a hand up and give you my very best cryptocurrency picks. These picks can make you a small fortune. And please don't worry if you've never invested in cryptocurrencies before. I'll hold your hand every step of the way, from setting up an account to buying your first coin. It's so easy and simple to get started, even if you aren't computer savvy. I have no idea how electricity works, but if you tell me to flick that switch over there, I could turn the light on without understanding the technology behind it. You can still walk away with a life-changing fortune even if your knowledge is minimal. Now look, I don't know what it's like to be in your shoes. I don't know what it's like to have all the pressures that you do. But I do know what it's like when you just need one break in life. When mine showed up, I took it and never looked back. I've been blessed to make millions of dollars both in business and investing. I remember what it was like always worrying about money. And I also remember the day those worries ended for me and for our members. Peter over here is one of our students. He's joined the program, and this is what he said. It's well put together and literally holds your hand as you learn. The aim is firstly to not lose any capital, and then to start making a profit while trading from the picks. Learn by practice, not learn by losing. I like it. Thanks, Peter, for the your great words. You've been part of the Keystone Investors Club for a while now, and I appreciate that. Next, we got a message from one of our members, Gary, which he said, for those of you who may want encouragement, picking up a Cadillac STS tomorrow, paid with crypto profits. Looking forward to it. It's actually the all-black one with the Bose disc changer and sound system. You can see here, Gary went ahead and bought his dream car, a Cadillac STS, by being part of the Keystone Investors Club and following the picks that we gave him. We got Sanjay over here as well. He said this is an awesome program with a great support group. They break down investing and trading into simple to understand steps that will get you on your way. I've tried so many programs before, but it's not until I joined this group that I actually started to understand and gain confidence in putting on live trades and doing well with them. Rebecca over here is actually a mother of two babies, again, also part of the Keystone Investors Club. And she said this, in just a few short weeks, I've learned everything I need to know to become a successful investor. And as a mother with two babies under 2 years old and no experience in this industry, that is very impressive to me. This is crazy, guys, because you can see literally anyone can join the Keystone Investors Club no matter what you are doing in your life. If you're a mother of two babies, if you're a busy executive, doesn't matter where you are, what experience level you are, anyone and everyone can get a lot out of this, like so many other members inside the Keystone Investors Club. He said, I never thought it would be possible to profit in a slow market. Can't wait until the halving event. I'm estimated to make another 450% in the next 4 months. That's incredible, Wolfie. Glad you're getting great results with the Keystone Investors Club. I love getting these messages because having true control over your finances is something everybody wants, but only a few ever achieve. Being rich brings security and freedom, and you can never have that when you're worried about money. Which is why I'm urging everyone who truly wants financial freedom to take advantage of this opportunity to get rich from cryptocurrency. This may be the last opportunity you ever get in your life to take $1 and turn it into $121 and make more money you've made from anything else you've ever done. All you have to do is take a small position early and sit tight, because the crypto market is set to explode in value over the next year. When you become a member of the Keystone Investors Club today, you get access to the most thorough, institutional quality research currently available on this totally new opportunity to get rich outside of the real estate and the stock market. It doesn't take much to get involved. As you've seen, you could invest $100 in a few of the best coins and end up with $20, $40, or even $100,000 more in just a few short months. You don't have to risk your current lifestyle. I showed you that all the banks, companies, governments, and institutional money are starting to pour in. And you know what's coming next. And you also know this is the perfect moment to take bold and decisive action. If you missed out on every other chance to get rich off tech in the last 30 years, and you can't afford to take another hit like you did in 2008, then my silver platter crypto picks research reports are the answers you've been looking for. But you can only get them by being a member of my Keystone Investors Club. And that's the bad news. We're only allowing 250 members in this quarter. We work very closely with our clients to hold them by the hand until they see those returns in their bank account. So unfortunately, you do need to qualify. Now, how do you do that? Firstly, you need to have some money to invest. You can start off with as little as $100, but we recommend that you don't put any more than $500 into any one pick. We're not going to increase the amount of risk you'd normally take. In fact, we're going to do the opposite. We're going to minimize your risk by investing in small uniform positions. These positions will help to maximize your upside while virtually eliminating losses. Secondly, you've lost faith in our corrupt and manipulated financial system and you're ready to diversify into an alternative investment vehicle. Thirdly, you value truth, honor, and respect. Fourth, you are willing to motivate and inspire new members as you become wealthier. Fifth qualification is that you know that even one good cryptocurrency pick can potentially put you in a position to retire. And the sixth reason is you are in a position to pay your membership dues. If you believe that you qualify, then we would love to have you as a member as long as there is spots still open. Once we hit 250 members, we must close off the membership. So to recap, as a member of the Keystone Investors Club, you're going to be getting your monthly Silver Platter Crypto Picks report, where every month my researchers and I meticulously detail the best new opportunities we've discovered. Secondly, our weekly Crypto Insights and Advice meeting for members only. This meeting is held by phone, and you can ask us questions, hang out, talk with other members, and get our newest insights and advice. You're also going to be getting access to your step-by-step video library for quickly and safely getting set up into cryptocurrency. And on top of that, you're going to be getting access to the excellent support team to get all your questions answered. Now, by being part of the Keystone Investors Club, you're also going to be getting access to the Keystone Quarterly Review, where we analyze our performance and accuracy from the previous quarter while celebrating the wins we all had and learning about the few inevitable losses that will occur. Now, how much is the membership? I didn't create the Keystone Investors Club so I could price it out of the reach for the people that need it the most. I created the service so I could create a movement and a brotherhood of men who have financial freedom, and I want you to be one of them, which is why a membership to the Keystone Investors Club is only $3,000 up front, plus a small renewal fee of just $2.99 per quarter. But today, you won't even pay the full upfront price of $3,000, because we really want to hit our goal of 250 members this month, and I'm ready to offer membership at a very special rate for a limited time. So if you're serious about never running out of money again, no matter how wacky the markets are or what virus is spreading around the world, this could be the only opportunity you get to join me at the lowest price I will ever allow for access to my club. For a few days only, you can get an additional $1,500 discount into the club, which means for just $1,500 plus your quarterly renewal fee of $2.99, you get access to the Keystone Investors Club. But if you join the Investors Club right now, I'm going to make you an offer you can't refuse. I'll take off another $500 and waive the quarterly renewal fee for an entire year. Today, you can be a proud member of the Keystone Investors Club for an entire year with a one-time investment of just $9.97. Now, why am I doing this? Because we have no time to waste here. We must get you in and position right now. We have real time pressures like the reserve split and the stock markets and the coronavirus. I'm making you an offer you can't refuse, so when you join the club and begin making good money, you will be happy to look into our other services. I am not here to price gouge anyone. I'm here to build a long-term relationship with my clients and my members. I cannot guarantee that you will ever see this low price again, I fully expect this to be the first and last chance you ever have to take advantage of this huge opportunity in front of us. So the way I see it, you have an obvious decision to make. You can do absolutely nothing and stay where you are right now. Maybe you already have enough money for a comfortable retirement like me. Or maybe you think the stock market and the economy will bounce back in no time. If you believe that, that's fine, and I wish you luck and thank you for watching. But maybe you know deep down that America as we know it is dead. That the draconian measures taken to stop this virus is shutting down the entire world and accelerating maybe the biggest depression the world has ever seen. I think you know that none of this is on accident. War and death and crashes is how the rich get richer. I don't like it either. In fact, I think it's totally disgusting how powerful elite play us like we are merely pawns in their financial game. But maybe you understand that playing the game how they play it is the only way to not have your wealth taken from you. Maybe you understand the law of supply and demand, and that when the supply of an asset is cut in half while demand is rising, the inevitable result is fireworks. That's exactly what will happen on May 20th, when Bitcoin performs a reserve split. And as great as that is, like I said earlier, screw Bitcoin. The biggest gains are to be had in smaller altcoins. Joining us will likely be the most brilliant financial decision you ever make. I may be young, but I'm a believer. And I believe God brought you here for a reason today. I also believe there are two paths you can take today. You can take the same familiar dirt road that you've been taking, and as you've seen, 10 years of the stock market gains have been wiped out in just 10 days, and they're not coming back for a long time. Cryptocurrency is a place to put a little bit of your money, just a little, because that little bit could be the bet that saves you and your whole family. Like how we turned $50 into $15,314 in 4 months, $200 into $114,272 in 2 months, $500 into $333,430 in 5 months. Now note, these are the types of gains we got on the last reserve split that happened 4 years ago. $1,000 into $60,807 in 8 months. $2,000 into $46,792 in just 12 months. Claim your membership today before all the spots are taken. All I'm offering you is a chance to right the wrongs, a chance to give yourself a financial do-over, a chance to be the hero, and a chance to finally lay back and relax after working so darn hard for so long. You deserve this. Do it now. We don't have a second to spare. This is a matter of life or death. Now you may still have some questions, which is why over the next couple minutes I'm going to answer the most common questions that our future members have. So the first question I often get is, will this really work? Now, this is already working for people just like you, even with less money and experience than you. We've been teaching cryptocurrency for the last 3 years through the up and down markets. And it worked in the up market, and it's working in the down. It works because we pick winning companies and projects in winning industries, and we pay no attention to the media. You saw that all of our students, like Peter, Steve, Sean, you saw all of them inside the presentation earlier, they all made majority of their money when the markets were down, not when it was going up and up. And this is all very recent, because we have real people, real community, and we help out our members as much as they needed to be helped. Now, this works if you have faith and follow the system. Because we've done all the work. We've spent our own money testing. And we've experimented on ourselves first. And all I'm going to do, my researcher and I, we're going to give you the best winning coins on just researching the best companies and the best cryptocurrencies, and we just give you the best that there is. Now, on top of that, what really makes this work, because it's one thing to just give you the fish, but it's also another to teach you how to fish. So what we're going to do is, by being involved with the Keystone Investors Club, not only are you going to be getting the Silver Platter Crypto Picks newsletters, but on top of that, it's going to come with a full training where we not only teach you step by step how to get set up safely and securely, how to buy your first crypto, how to store it, how to withdraw it back to fiat currency. But even on top of that, we have weekly coaching calls where every single week, if you have any questions, you get on a phone call with me and the rest of the members inside the Keystone Investors Club, and we can all mastermind and talk about any questions that you may have, or just talk about the state of crypto in general every single week. Now, if you're still wondering, will this really work? Why do you think all the banks, institutional money, and rich people are getting in right now before the reserve split? Because they know what's coming, and they know the opportunity that we have right now. And on top of that, the stock market just lost 10 years of its gains in literally less than 2 weeks. And it's going to take a really long time before that comes back up again. And there's a lot of things that the news isn't telling you about regarding the markets. The news right now is fully focused on the pandemic and the coronavirus. But at the same time, they're not telling you about the economic troubles that not only the United States is going through, but the rest of the globe, like Australia, the UK, because people from all around the world are on lockdown, they're quarantined, people are losing jobs. Airlines, each airline is giving away 20 to 25,000 jobs, they're laying off people. This is causing a huge economic breakdown. So there's a lot of things that are happening that the news is not covering. And that's why all the banks, institutional money, and rich people are getting in right now, because they see the big opportunity that cryptocurrency is going to have within the next couple months to a year. Now, the next question I see is, are you sure that this will work for me? Like, great, you have all these testimonials from people all around the world, you have all these testimonials, but how do I know that this will work for me? And that's a fair question. Our system works, so you can't screw it up. You follow the system and believe in the system. You can do this. You've learned and done much harder things in your life than this. This is nothing compared to all the things that you've done. So you got this. See, I've seen it over and over again. People who aren't computer geeks, people who aren't tech savvy, aren't professional investors, aren't math whizzes, do really good because they follow our simple direction and make money. And like I mentioned before, we're here every step of the way. We're not some scammy newsletter company charging thousands of dollars for a PDF newsletter. That's not what this is. You're going to be joining a club where we mentor you, guide you, and make sure this works for you. Because every single week, we're going to be getting on a call together, answer any questions you have, take you by the hand step by step through the entire process. We're all going to be in this together. You're going to be personally even getting on a call with me every single week, and with all the other Keystone Investors Club members. Now, what makes this even better is because not only are you going to be getting on a call with me every week, but on top of that, you're going to be getting access to a group chat of all the other members inside the Keystone Investors Club. Now, this is pretty huge because one of the main reasons why we've had so much success over the last couple of years, especially for our members and our students, is because we have a group chat where every single day people are talking about crypto, they're talking about the latest investments. Everyone who is involved inside the Keystones Investors Club are masterminding and talking together. And now more than ever, since everybody is quarantined, it's a great time to talk to other like-minded investors who are really involved inside the cryptocurrency market, who are just like you. We are a community of people, and we want to give you every single tool and resource that you need in order to become successful with this. Now, next question is, are you sure this is right for me now? Is this the right time to get into this? Now look, the market has crashed. We have no idea how much lower it will get. So now is the time to save your investment value, make up for what was lost, and just come out ahead. 10 years worth of gains inside the stock market was lost in literally under 10 days. The Federal Reserve, they're printing as much money as they can right now, more than ever, to bail out the banks. And this goes back to the news. The banks are having a lot of trouble. If you try to go to your bank right now and take out $10,000 cash, they will not let you. Due to this market crash, that you can only take out a small amount. From me, my personal bank, TD Bank, they only allow me to take out $3,000 a day. They've limited to how much money we can take out because there's something going on in the background. And the Federal Reserve, the government, they're all printing out as much money as possible. So this is really happening. The market is gonna go down. So if you didn't capitalize on the crash of 2008, you know the real money is made when the blood is in the streets. And now is that time. This is a once in a lifetime opportunity, because not only is it combining the crash of 1929, but it's that on top of a pandemic that's going on. So more and more people are being laid off, losing their jobs. And on top of that, not only is billions and billions of dollars being poured into cryptocurrency right now from the big banks, from Wall Street, from huge corporations, but on top of that, the reserve split is coming on May 20th that's going to be cutting the supply of new bitcoins in half. So you must get in right now. Literally, as cheesy as it sounds, the stars are aligning. Everything that needs to happen is here. You're at the right place at the right time to be watching this presentation right now. And if you made it up into this far, I congratulate you, because you have no excuse for when this takes off over the next couple months. You have no excuse to not get in right now. Now the next question is, I'm tight on money now, especially since the market took a nosedive. And I agree. Especially if you had money in your 401k, the stock market, that all crashed down. Now, being tight on money is the exact reason to do this. So you'll never be tight on money again. Now, it's not about money, it's about the value of getting something like this. If something is worth the money, especially if it makes you more of it, then it's a good decision. But now I understand that people may be losing their jobs, it's a tight time, which is why I want to give you a big opportunity to get inside the Keystone Investors Club for a payment plan. Now, I really did not want to do this since the Keystone Investors Club is already a huge bargain for the value that everyone's going to be getting. But on top of that, since I see that, some people may be tight on money based on what's been going on in the marketplace, I want to give you a payment plan. So this allows you to not only join the Keystone Investors Club, so you can get fully involved in the cryptocurrency market for as little as possible. So what we're going to do is either you can get in on the Keystone Investors Club for a one-time payment of $9.87, or due to the entire market conditions, for a limited time we're going to be releasing a payment plan where you can do 3 payments of $366 instead, with each payment being a month apart. So that way you can join the newsletter club, join the Keystone Investors Club, learn how to get involved with crypto, make some money, and pay back the rest of your membership dues over time. And I really don't do this, but because the market is like this, I fully understand, and I want to make sure that you have the opportunity to get in on this. I don't want the being tight on money to stop you from getting this done, or to stop you from achieving your dreams and making this work for you, or building the fortune for yourself and for your family, which is why I'm releasing the payment plan option for those of you who need it. So click the button that just came up right now. You're going to be getting an option to not only do a full payment, which is $9.97, which gives you access to the Keystone Investors Club, or if money is tight, which is why we enabled right now, only for the next couple minutes, to do the Keystone Investors Club, to join it for just 3 payments of $366. Now this is why you gotta do this now, because the economy won't get any better, and this is the beginning of the pandemic. This is the beginning of the stocks crashing. This is the beginning of the recession. Now, the question is not if you have the resources to join, but how can you get the resources to join? Because the entire point of being an intelligent investor or a smart entrepreneur is not based on the resources you have, but how resourceful you are. Which is why we uploaded this payment plan and gave this available to you all to join. Now the next question I really see a lot is, will my friends and family think I'm crazy? Now the real question is that, what will they think if you let everything crumble to nothing due to inaction? That's the real question here. Imagine going from the hero they rely on to the zero they feel sorry for. Your family won't have anything to say when you show them that you made a little fortune with cryptocurrency. They'll be asking you how you did it. They'll beg you to teach them how. They'll be so impressed you invested in so little to make so much. Because no one else is talking about this. The fact that you are on this presentation right now shows that you're committed and that you're open to receiving the real information. Because the news isn't talking about this. Newspapers aren't talking about this. No one else on the media is talking about what's really going on in the background. Everyone is so focused on the coronavirus and the pandemic that no one's talking about how the economy is crumbling in the background, while billions and billions of dollars from Wall Street institutional investors are going all in on cryptocurrency because that is their only savior right now. No one is talking about that. Until I decided to come out and show everyone this and show you the opportunity that you have right now to make a literal fortune with cryptocurrency by investing little small amounts. Now the beautiful part about cryptocurrency is you don't have to risk your current lifestyle. So then that takes me to that next question. Will this work now that the economy has crashed and the virus has shut down the economy? Now this cryptocurrency, it always works. We don't care about the economy. Many of our clients have little to invest due to the stock market stealing some of their money. But all of our clients can put small positions in and make a good profit. And that's what we recommend. For all of our picks, we don't recommend you put any more than $500 to any one crypto. And you can get started with investing in these cryptos for as little as $50 to $100. And these are the amounts that can make you the literal fortune. The economy crashing means that everything is on sale. With little money and a few smart moves, you can buy up valuable coins and assets for pennies on the dollar. A depressed economy is our favorite economy because when everyone is afraid and emotional, we can win by analyzing the market and making logical and smart investment choices. And that's how the rich are getting richer. That's why Warren Buffett was sitting on billions and billions of dollars waiting for an opportunity like this. Because the smart and intelligent investors know that a depressed economy is the best opportunity to make money in, especially for the investors who know what they're doing. And what these smart investors are doing now, what the smart money, the intelligent investors, Wall Street, the big banks, billion-dollar corporations, they're going all in on cryptocurrency right now. Because the stock market's going down, the bond market's going down, gold and silver is getting a bit weaker. Heck, even the US dollar, the Australian dollar, the Canadian dollar, all of the dollars are crashing. They're getting worse and worse, but the only thing that's going up and the only thing that these big companies are investing in is cryptocurrency market. Now the next question that I'm seeing a lot is, I don't really know you yet. And it's true. We don't know each other too well yet. That's why this is only $9.97. You trust the system. Don't need to trust me yet.